bet you're wondering, how did he do that? To understand how he did it, you first have to take a look at the gear he wears for his speedrun. There's one more piece of equipment that he uses, but we'll get into that later. For now, let's start with the 3 headphones. This pair of headphones is that he can hear the game. This pair of headphones is in front of his eyes so that he can see the sound waves of the game around him. Basically, echolocation inside the game. This ensures that no NPC in-game can jump scare him out of nowhere. This last set of headphones is to ensure maximum comfort for him as he does his speedrun. Now for the mic. He has it because then he can say poopy every time he feels lonely. And finally, his keyboard. Playing with a keyboard has many benefits, but here's 2 things to speed it up. 1. It provides an unmeasurable amount of different combinations for key binding, so it's ideal for finding the right playstyle. 2. It feels so nice to rub on your face. Already from the start, we get an automatic 2 seconds from the starting sequence. There's nothing we can do about it, so let's continue the speedrun. Here you can see that he builds up momentum by performing perfect consecutive double jumps and eventually releasing all of that built up energy into the floor. And because of this, he now goes into the kitchen and lands on the green chair. Before we move on, we need to talk about the final piece of gear that he uses for his speedrun. You can see right here that he pulls out a wooden spoon. You might be asking yourself this question right now. Why would he use a spoon? Shouldn't he be using his fingers? It's way faster if you use your fingers. In order to understand why, you must first understand his physical condition. You see, our speedrunner here has a rare case of obese finger syndrome, which is a rare disease in which he has obese fingers. If he used his fingers to do these double jumps, then he would press multiple buttons instead, ruining the speedrun. Therefore, he uses a spoon to get this run perfect. Now on with the speedrun. Then what he does is jump from the chair out the window. He does this because it is the fastest way to get out of the house, rather than using the door segment, which adds time. And because he still has enough energy built up from the perfect double jumps from before, he's able to fly right at the ambulance and breaks the ambulance's wall, going right into it. Now, to understand what is happening here, you need to understand how the game is coded. You see, in the game's code, there is only one vehicle with 2 skins, the ambulance skin and Stan's car skin. When Stan falls through the floor, the game thinks that Stan takes damage, so the car parked outside automatically turns into the ambulance. And when Stan gets into the ambulance automatically drives off. Now right about here, the game figures out that Stan is perfectly fine and switches back to Stan's car. Right as it does, it goes to the next cutscene. Our speedrunner here is able to park his car at the CIA because it's right next to the hospital on the map. And that is the entire speedrun explained. Thanks for reading.